Hello again, everyone. Cesar Toledo here with Bipper Media on another weekly vlog. This time, we're going to refocus on a previous industry that we touched based on a few weeks ago, I believe. Law firms, lawyers. One of the reasons is they're huge in the SEO marketing world and in the social media world. It's a very competitive industry, and so we always want to make sure that we give out the best information for law firms to help them out. Believe it or not, it's to help them out. Yes, obviously we want them to sign up with us. This is why we do these videos also. But um, these are things that a lot of law firms that we hear from, there's a lot of misconceptions, or they ask us like, how do you do it? Like what is it that you do to help us gain the clients that we gain? And so, yes, it's about law firms, but if you're one of the three people that are watching this on a weekly basis, this can help your business out. So just take notes. Like and subscribe to the video because we'll give you weekly tips, and it really does help your business out. So let's go ahead and get started. So like I said, today we're going to focus on 5 must-know digital marketing tips for law firms. As you can see, here are some of the key points that we're going to touch on in the first part of this. So you always want to go ahead and create strong client personas. And what does that mean? Take what you see here as what you should talk about with your team. Now, you may be a small business, so just take what you have here as the things that you should be thinking about. And I guarantee a lot of people are already thinking about it. We have constant meetings here to figure out, hey, how can we target, more people? What exactly are we targeting? And lawyers, for a fact, I know that they're like, what can we do, to target our specific future clients? And so you always want to look at, what age range are your clients in? Go ahead, do some, do some analysis of the latest, maybe the last 12 months. What is the age range of the people that you have handled cases for? What is their gender? Where do they live? Or what do they do for a living? Where do they go to get their information? This is huge because not everybody obviously gets the information the same way. Obviously, the newer generations and stuff like that, even the later Gen Xers, they get their information from the internet, from platforms. But the baby boomers, the older Gen Xers, they're probably still old school. If there are any newspapers still out there, they'll probably get their information from out there. They get their information from Fox News, CNN, MSNBC, CNBC, stuff like that. And so, that's important for you to understand. What is their biggest pain point for a lawyer? Are you a DUI lawyer, a DWI lawyer, a victim of domestic abuse? Is that what you're representing? Slip and fall accident, workers' comp, whatever it is, that's kind of what you want to focus on. Especially, that's another part of your analysis. What is your moneymaker? What exactly? And we tell our law firms all the time. I know that you do all this because lawyers do a bunch of stuff. Like my sister is a lawyer herself for real estate, but she's also a mediator. So I asked her, like, okay, what is your biggest niche? Where are you getting your most clients from? And you want to focus on that without taking away from your other practice areas. And the other one is, and I'm sure we've all talked about this, is why would someone select your law firm? Why would they select your business? What is it about you that stands out? And you can't just say like, well, I'm the best lawyer. That's not going to work for people. So what is it in order to go ahead and get that specific clientele? Number 2 is prioritize local SEO. Again, you've heard me say this, and if you haven't, go to my videos so you can hear this. Prioritize local SEO. What is local SEO? A lot of people don't know what that is. Whenever you're on your phone, okay, so you're on your phone right now. I should have had this out already. And you do a search. And you do a search in Maps. Again, I should have had this out, so my apologies. So here you go. You do a search in Maps, and whatever comes up, that's local SEO. Those are your maps. You either do it on your desktop or you do it on your phone, on your tablet. It doesn't matter. That's it. I guarantee you, this is how everybody does. You look at it, you're gonna hit on it. You might look now before it used to be 1 to 3, the first 3, then the first 5. I believe, based on research and talking to people, people are now starting to look at that first page. Sometimes it's 10, sometimes it's 20. I would say probably up to 10. I will piggyback on that later on. I'll touch bases on why I feel that a lot of people are now searching the first 10 in Google Maps. So make sure one of the things that you need to do is, and as you can see, the benefits of local SEO there is claim and fill your Google business profile. You have no idea how many times we get a client and their Google business profile is not up to date. They're missing a suite number. Their telephone has changed. Their hours have changed. Their description has changed. You want to make sure that you keep that up to date. And you want to claim it. Sometimes they're like, oh, I didn't know, I don't have a GMB. And then you look and you find one that's unclaimed. And you'll notice it says claim this business, or do you own this business? Go ahead and claim that. It's incredibly important to do that. Intertwine your social media and your Google My Business account. So for a long time now, a couple of years, I'm pretty sure you've noticed, if you're somebody who's always on Google looking at your rankings, Google rolled out the ability to post, kind of like Facebook and kind of like, all the other Instagram, all the other social media platforms. I believe it hasn't taken off the way they wanted to. But if you do post a lot in social media platforms, post on Google. It's not going to hurt you. You put it there. They're a little more stringent, but it does help gain more presence for Google. I think they pretty much reward you on that. So make sure that you post valuable content daily. You should do it daily and be consistent. Create strong backlinks to your site, because that's huge. We've been doing that now for a couple of years. Backlinking is one of the most effective ways to get your online presence boosted. And if you don't know what a backlink, real quick, the New York Times does a story on you, and they put your business, or anybody puts your business on your website on their newspaper, on the article. Well, now you've gained a backlink from the New York Times. And if their DA, their domain authority, is really high and their traffic is high, that's going to help boost your domain authority, which a lot of people's domain authority fall between 0 and 10. You want to get up into the higher 30s. And that's when you start gaining a lot more visibility online. And, you can call our account executives, and they'll be more than happy to explain these things to you. But you always want to make sure you have a good DA with high traffic. You can have a high DA 90 and have 100 visitors a month. That's not going to help you. So, and then the other thing that I wanted to piggyback on is make sure you might have a bunch of business listings all over the internet. You got to make sure that all that is aligned with your current Google business profile. Your name, your address, your phone number, your website, your hours, your description, everything needs to be aligned. And if you don't know how to find it, give us a call, because we do that. That's one of the biggest things that we do is what we call citations, making sure that all your citations are aligned. The last thing is get reviews. This is what I was talking about. The reason that we believe that a lot of people are now searching Google Maps and they're looking at the 10 is, and I'm sure you do it too, because you are a consumer, is you'll notice that you'll look at the first 10 and you could find somebody who's top 3 who has a 5.0 review rating. And that's incredible. But they only have 20 reviews, or they have under 50 reviews. You kind of scroll down a little bit and you find competitor number 7. He has a 4.7, or she has a 4.7, and they have 1,000 reviews. I can bet you that you're going to go with that person. Why? Because they just have more reviews, even though they're 4.7. And so you want to please don't incentivize it though. Don't say you're going to give discounts, nothing. Because if you get caught with that, they're going to suspend your listing. We've seen it happen. So try to get your customers to give you a lot more reviews. Number 3 is optimize your social media strategy. Because you know who your clients are, you'll know how they're searching. Not everybody uses Instagram. Not everybody uses TikTok. Not everybody uses Facebook. I mean, us older people use Facebook. But you want to make sure, if you're doing a bunch of campaigns in Instagram and your clients don't use Instagram, you're wasting your money, because they're never going to find you. So make sure that you know what social media to optimize for. Number 4, generate high quality content. So we always say this: content rules. The more content you put, keyword driven content, the better it is for you, because Google is going to crawl and index your pages. And when people are searching, Google's going to say this company is doing exactly what you're searching for. How do you do that? There is a bunch of platforms that will help you find how people search. If you don't know how to do that, give us a call again, because that's what we do for our clients. We don't just add whatever content in there. We generate high quality content. Number 5 is you want to optimize your website, your meta title, your meta description, your H1 tags, your alt tags, your name, address, and phone, your contact page. You want to make sure that all that is optimized for search. Even your, and going back to alt tag, a lot of people have images, which is great. People love looking at images. Just go to the back end. And if you're a DUI lawyer in Athens, Georgia, just write DUI lawyer Athens, Georgia. Those little steps help you gain more traction on the internet. And that's it. Those are the 5 tips. Our amazing business development account executives are standing by. Again, if you hit like and subscribe to this video, you'll see a bunch every single week. And just give us a call at sales@bippermedia.com, or go ahead and call us. We'll be more than happy to speak to you and give you more insight. Thank you and have a blessed day.